Good morning everybody, we're Matt and Dorinda and we're last seen somewhere.
And today we're in New York, in Chelsea in New York.
Yeah, a very, very hot New York as well. It's baking today. So we're staying in the Chelsea district here in New York and we're staying on West 28th Street.
Yeah, and it's a really nice area and a really lovely street because both sides of the road is full of all these sort of plant shops and there's plants and flowers everywhere.
Yeah, it's quite surprising to see, isn't it?
Yeah,
Busy
really
city
pretty.
like this.
Really pretty.
And a street just full of flowers and plants, it's lovely.
Yeah, and it's not quite so hustly and bustly around here, is it?
No.
We went to Times Square yesterday and it was just mega busy.
Chaos.
So it was a little bit quieter in Chelsea. But we're going to take a walk around today and explore Chelsea and see what there is to do there.
So at one end of the High Line, in the Hudson Yards, you've got this really impressive building behind us, which is called the Vessel.
Yeah, it's really funky, really funky, but it's actually art installation. And it's made up of 154 flights of stairs, which means it's got 2,500 steps in it, and I wouldn't like to climb them all in one go.
No, it's really high as well, I've got to be honest.
Yeah, but you can't go in there at the moment, it's temporary closed, not sure why, but I think you can walk underneath it, can't you?
Yeah, you can walk around on the lower floor, I think, yeah.
Yeah, but it's really funky.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
So now we're on the High Line, and the High Line is an absolutely gorgeous public space which has been built on disused freight railway tracks.
It was saved from demolition by the residents, and in 2009 they opened it as this absolutely fantastic hybrid park because it's half nature and half art installations. It is gorgeous. We've only walked a tiny little bit, haven't we? And it's really nice.
It's really lovely, full of loose plants, really nice space.
Yeah, so we're going to take a nice long walk right through it now.
So the High Line is actually 1 3/4 mile long, which is quite a long walk, but it's such a cool walk because you're walking in the nature, but then you're walking between the tall buildings, so it is brilliant.
It's incredibly popular, I will say. It's really busy. It's quite crowded actually.
It's very crowded.
Yeah, but it's a really enjoyable walk. It's lovely.
The High Line has got over 500 species of plants planted here, and if you're really interested in plants like I am, it's very interesting because they've got little signs and it gives you lots of information about what's planted there.
So we've walked down the High Line and we've come to what looks like a disused platform, and it's absolutely covered in street food places, so if you fancy having a bite to eat while you're here, it's pretty much got you covered.
Right next door to the platform, you've got this little outdoor bar. Yeah, we just had a drink here. It's very expensive, I will say. I think it's quite a tourist trap, but yeah, cool if you're thirsty.
I think one of the things that surprised me the most whilst walking along the High Line is the amount of train line that's still left, and it's got plants all growing through it. and trees and bushes, but I'm genuinely quite surprised at how much of the original train track is still standing.
So we've just got off the High Line and we've got off by Chelsea Market.
Yeah, it's an incredibly popular place here in Chelsea. It's known for having some fantastic food inside, it really is. It's full of lots of little shops as well, by all accounts, but we're going to have a look in a minute. I have a bit of a nose rank, but it's supposed to be brilliant in there. So we've just come out of Chelsea Market. It is so busy, it's absolutely packed in there, it really is.
Yeah, so we've come out and we've got a beer and we're cooling off. But it's pretty cool inside, it's a good space, they've got lots of food places, retail outlets, they sell things like books and they've got like a flea market in there.
Yeah,
so it's pretty cool inside but very busy.
It's really cool. It used to be the Nabisco biscuit factory, didn't it?
Where Oreos were invented.
Yeah, Oreos of all biscuits, that's amazing. But we did come here yesterday because we were tipped off if you come on a Sunday it's a lot quieter, and yesterday we checked out Taco Number One, probably the most famous place inside of Chelsea Market, and the hype was really worth it. They were
lovely, they were delicious.
Absolutely fantastic,
yeah.
They really were. But this is a really cool place here in Chelsea and it's definitely got to be on your list if you ever visit this part of New York.
You've got to come to Chelsea Market.
Fantastic.
If you walk across the road from Chelsea Market, you'll come to Hudson River Park and Little Island. So Little Island is a man-made public space which they suspended over the Hudson River.
It's another fantastic example of a modern contemporary garden. It really is. Like the High Line we were at previously, this reclaimed space is absolutely fantastic. It's a beautiful park, it really is.
Yeah, it's so good to see that they've made such lovely green spaces in such a busy city.
So Little Island isn't just one island, it's 132 separate structures, and like you can see behind me, they're all held up from the Hudson River on those concrete pillars, and they're called tulips. It is a phenomenal bit of architecture, it looks stunning.
There's actually a mini amphitheatre on Little Island and it's set right on the river, and I think people come down on the evening and you can watch the sunset. But yeah, you really wouldn't think they'd have something like that built on this little place. For some reason I thought Little Island was going to be flat, but it's not. It's all on different levels and it goes quite high up in places and you can see amazing views over the river.
So that really is 2 for 2. I thought the Little Island was just as impressive as the High Line. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, really pretty places, an amazing use of green space in a really busy city. So
Yeah.
good.
So now we've walked over to the Chelsea Piers and our first stop is Pier 57, and it's a real new attraction here in the city and it's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it's a really nice space inside. It's got like loads of restaurants in there and seating areas, and I think it's an event space as well. But it's really cool. It looks really new.
We've walked up to the rooftop because, again, it's fantastic views of the Hudson. It's brilliant. You can see the Statue of Liberty and everything. Lovely
Yeah,
views.
it's amazing views.
Fantastic.
I will say.
So right next to Pier 57 is Pier 59, and that's a very famous pier here along the Chelsea Pier runs, because that's where the Titanic would have docked, as it was owned by the White Star Line.
Yeah, and inside there now is actually a golf driving range, and I think there's a few other piers down there. One's got a bowling alley in it, one's got an ice skating rink.
But yeah, the golf range is very famous. It's in a few movies and everything, so it's quite a famous location in itself. But yeah, still interesting to see, but yeah, hard to believe this was where the Titanic would have docked all those years ago. So we're walking down West 28th Street and we come across this absolutely gorgeous little park, and it is so full of squirrels. I don't think I've ever seen so many squirrels anywhere in my entire life. It's full, and they're running up the trees, running out across the pavement. It's mad. You wouldn't think in a busy city like this you'd have that much wildlife just running around. We've had a brilliant day today walking around Chelsea. It's been fantastic.
Yeah, there's so much to see and do here. It's an absolutely amazing place. A beautiful part of New York City, it really is.
Yeah, and it really is worth a visit, isn't it?
Yeah, where we're located, we're right by Manhattan. There's about a 20-minute walk to Times Square. So Chelsea's just, yeah, it is well worth a visit. Relaxing somewhere. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to check out our other videos and give us a subscribe. Yes.